Well, this was an act of bravery that likely saved a man's life. A 55-year-old Calgary woman who spotted a man drowning in the Glenmore Reservoir this morning jumped into the water without hesitation to rescue him. Camille Caramali joins us now from North Glenmore Park. And Camille, this woman says she was just at the right place at the right time.
That's right. Her name is Margaret Bell, and she goes on walks every morning at 6 a.m. Not necessarily in this area, though, but this morning she happened to be walking along that ridge up there and looked out onto the reservoir, and she noticed an empty boat out on the water. Now, that was an odd thing for her because she says usually at that hour, this reservoir is completely empty. She also noticed some splashing next to the water. It took her a few minutes to realize that a man was drowning, so she jumped into action.
Oh, holy cow. Why is he in the water?
There wasn't a lot of time to process what exactly was going on when 55-year-old Margaret Bell saw a man drowning in the Glenmore Reservoir, just that she had to jump in to save him.
He was on his back, he was trying to swim, he'd go over and then he'd go under a little bit.
Bell rarely sees any boats out on the reservoir that early during her daily morning walks, but this time she did. So she walked closer to investigate and about 30 meters from shore saw something splashing.
I thought it was a beaver bobbing in the water, but as I got closer, I noticed it was actually a person floundering in the water and going under and coming up.
Bell took off her sweater and raced into the water.
He did go under for a bit, and I just prayed that he was actually going to come up, and he did.
Fire crews say when she reached the man, she did something smart, something most people wouldn't do. She used her sweater as a kind of rope, told the man to hold on to it, and towed him back to shore, knowing that having someone who can't swim grab onto you can sometimes result in them taking you down with them.
We have a great response time, but still 5 minutes, can make the difference, right? So she made a split-second decision to help. She knew her skills and abilities.
Bell held on to the man to keep him warm while a cyclist called 911.
He really didn't answer me why he was in the water, and I asked him how long. He didn't know how long, but he was very hypothermic. He was profusely shaking. His lips were quite discolored.
She said the man didn't say much in his broken English, just that he was 24 and from Bosnia. He also wouldn't explain what he was doing in the water alone. Bell says she's relieved to hear he'll be okay.
I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I wouldn't have helped him.
Camille Caramali, CTV News, Calgary.